Hey metalheads, here we are for another episode of Metal Academix. This time, your choice?
Unleash the Archers!
All right, Unleash the Archers.
Yes.
I do know this band. I'm quite a fan. It's been suggested to us quite a few times.
Yes, indeed, but we knew about it from before, so it's a nice convergence again of tastes.
It did, but after getting we got some on Twitter and also on YouTube requests, and I listened to more of them than I had before.
Me too.
And discovered some great songs because of that, so thank you.
Again, I'm the one who chose, but we actually have agreed that these are the choices that are best to be made. So maybe a couple of words about the band. I think at this point it may be that it's the world's most underrated power heavy metal band. I don't know why, but it seems that they've been getting a lot of flack from quite a bit of corners. Despite the fact that they've been around for some time, they've been founded in 2007, which is a good way back, 13 years now. They haven't really reached their apex, which is the name of their latest album. They seem to be still going there, right? So they're an up-and-coming band from Vancouver, Canada. Maybe that's the reason that they're so not yet there.
It could be. I think we've talked about this also with like Visigoth. Like North American metal bands just really, like look at Manowar from the US but had to find their audience in Europe, you know? So who knows?
I don't know. I think though Unleash the Archers really deserves this type of highlight we're trying to provide today, because they're not so easy to categorize. I think they're definitely mixing styles. We have definitely power metal in it, but we have traditional heavy metal, Iron Maiden-y style heavy metal, and we have some growling going on, like melodic death metal. I think there's lots of things that there's crossover, and I really enjoy it. Maybe it's like a revival, an improvisation about the power metal genre that they're about to produce. Not to mention Brittney Slayes. Yeah, Brittney.
Total babe.
Fans. I mean, she's awesome in every way, shape, or form, and she has some pipes. Let's put it this way, like, oh.
And range.
I mean, she's just truly a leading figure for this band, and I think she really deserves more visibility together with the band. So that's one of the reasons why we decided to give it a go at this point, even though we haven't seen the best of the band yet. I think there's more to come. Rumors have it there's an album coming up in 2020, but again, things may not look exactly as planned under the circumstances, let's put it this way. So let's not hold our breaths, but I think they're cooking something right now, and we're very much looking forward also to the new material. But
First
song is actually one of the older materials that we're going to look at, because it's coming from the 2015 album. And it's a video that has made a lot of fans and a lot of critics. I don't know why, because I think it's really fun. The song, probably already guessed it, it's Tonight We Ride. And it's been inspired by an Australian series of films with Mel Gibson in the main role, the Mad Max. And it's been filmed in the Nevada desert in the United States, with some echoes of the Burning Man festival that I'm sure that everybody's familiar with, so we're not going to delve too much into that. So it's got a fun feeling. I think it's very entertaining. Some people got, very critical about it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I haven't read I don't know what the criticism is, maybe you can fill us in afterwards, but what I love about this song, I've seen the video once, but the song is that we were talking about in our last video, with Battle Beast, the entry scream, right? The beginning scream of a song. This one has a great one, times 3. 3 different screams in 3 different sort of keys.
Brittney doesn't disappoint, and she's going to keep at it. Again, keep on watching. Keep on watching, people. You will be satisfied. So, we begin. Tonight We Ride. The desert.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And I think this is probably the best song from their 2015 album.
For sure.
But it was hard to pick something from their latest album, Apex, because it's really much improved. I think we can definitely see an improvement from their work from 2007 to today.
Well, hold on. I want to get your take on something.
Yeah.
Something I've been thinking about, and I'm openly curious as to what you guys think and to what you think, which is, and it's not just Unleash the Archers and this song, but also other bands, like I'm thinking of particularly Brothers of Metal. There's a very strong female lead, and then you have the sort of male vocals doing the growling behind it. And I understand to an extent it's about counterbalancing the high pitches and low pitches, but I would like to hear, for example, this song without the growling in it at all. Is it needed?
I think
Because it sort of annoys me a bit.
No,
but I think it's also necessary, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think I actually enjoy it. A band we talked about in earlier episodes, Angra, also invited on their latest album a guest singer, the frontman of Arch Enemy.
Woman.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Another
yes.
Canadian band, right?
Yeah. I mean, Swedish Canadian. I think she's Canadian. But anyway, the idea is that they invited this kind of like they have their own melodic style, and then they brought in the more growly style from the outside rather than in the band. So I think it's something that points in the direction of where the metal future is going for, even for power metal. I think we will hear more of these twinnings.
I don't know. I'm not a fan, so I hope not.
No? I actually don't mind it. I've heard it though quite a lot. I think Unleash the Archers does a pretty good job as more naturally doing it in, and I think they do even a better job in Apex than they've done on this particular song. But yeah, I think it's also like combining a little bit of thrash metal, speed metal, with traditional heavy metal and with power metal notes and stories, right? So it's kind of a mixture. I don't mind it because I generally like growling. I'm not as opposed to it as I suppose you would say.
There's a couple bands, and we'll have some coming up that are more growling oriented. But
And we already checked. We already reviewed Amon Amarth. So if you can see that video, go check it out.
Yeah, VPN if you must. But I'm not against growling like as the lead, but especially in this song, I would just like to hear it with just the kind of clean vocals, and I'm sure it would feel like it's missing something, which is why the growling is there. I don't know, but personally,
I may give you the reason that in this particular instance, the undertone, the dark undertones, are more of a decoration rather than a meaningful.
Are they needed?
That's the question. Okay, let me just give you a straight answer. Maybe not in this video, not in this song. And this is the reason why I think Unleash the Archers have been slightly criticized, that they are kind of decorative, that they add elements maybe for decoration, but not because they are intrinsically part of the song, excuse me. Whereas I think in their latest album, they become much more integrated in the story of the song, in the composition of the song. So I think we should move on to our second song in the series, and that obviously comes from what I think is the absolute best work so far of Utah, and that's Apex from 2017. And the song we're going to listen to is probably what everybody agreed that it's the star of the show, 10,000 Against One. And we're actually going to watch a fan video because it also includes the lyrics. So thank you.
Interesting. I thought Awakening was at least that's the one that got me into the band.
Awakening has a video from the band, and again, it's pretty nice, but it's not my absolute favorite.
Yeah, mine either. But but I was listening to the album, and this song stuck out to me as well. But I didn't know that there was consensus behind this.
No, I think it was released first as a single.
Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah. Anyway,
it is the best song on the album.
It is, and I think really, just in terms of production, I think Napalm Records basically realized that they have a winner on their hands with Unleash the Archers, so they really invested a little bit more money in the production. So I think the sound of this album is so much cleaner. and I enjoy it.
All right.
So let's give it a go to 10,000 against 1.
I've now learned
The
that
Spanish word.
10,000 contra uno means 10,000 against one.
Yeah. So it was subtitled in both Spanish and English. Yeah, so that's 10,000 against one. I think you could hear less growling in this one and
Better.
more guitars. And again, this Apex is more of a concept album. So there's a story. The Cowards that are mentioned, they have their own song called Coward's Way. And the Immortals, the Call Immortal is one of the last songs on the album. So it's more of a unitary whole. However, it's maybe a little bit conceited to say that it's a whole unit musically. However, there's a story that unites it. So I think it's moving in that direction. I think it's a better choice for the band to go this route. So I enjoyed Apex much more than any of the other albums. So that's why I was like, oh, I would pick 3 songs just from Apex, but that wouldn't be fair.
Tonight We Ride. For me, I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, you prefer it?
Of all the songs. Yeah,
No,
that's my favorite.
Okay. At least we don't have to be in particular. I'm not sure which one is my favorite, but I don't think Tonight We Ride is that one.
Like the 3 screams. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, the third song that we're going to listen to right now also begins with one of these primal screams, and it's called the Matriarch. Again, I had a super hard time picking one song from this album, but I really enjoyed listening to the Matriarch, so why not pick that one? I could have chosen also some of the other ones, like Awakening or Apex, but Matriarch is short and sweet. So we're going to see a mix between their official lyrics video and some live performances that the band has done. And you could get a good vibe that these guys probably are going to be awesome to see live. I'm looking forward to whenever that moment will happen to see them play for reals, because they have a very good live feeling.
I've seen this video we're going to play. In one of the comments, this guy was like, they sound that good live? Through whenever you film something at a concert, it doesn't sound that great, but this one does. So.
It really is. So I think the Matriarch deserves all the applauses. Plus, it's a nice song about an evil queen.
Ooh. Yeah.
Matriarch.
Solid.
Yes. It's a good sound. And Brittney's voice is just amazing. Of course, everything is nice together, but I think her voice really stands out.
Yeah, definitely carries it, in my opinion.
Yeah. She's the front person of the band, and I think we connect her and Unleash the Archers. So I think it's really exciting to see what's coming up next. I think they are cooking, as I said, they're cooking something, and I'm very curious what. We don't have any release dates or anything, but I think there should be something not too late. They were supposed to be on tour right now.
What's the apex of an apex?
It's the Apex song, which is 8 minutes long, which is one of the reasons why we decided not to play that one. Again, the band is not yet maybe reached the absolute perfection, in my opinion, but I enjoy it nonetheless. So that's totally fine. But I think they have something in store for us that we're about to see.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be fun to watch. I'm curious. I feel like they've definitely the apex. Last album, hopefully not their apex, but I think they're moving.
They're moving in that direction, exactly. And good work, Canada, right? Like North America is moving in some positive direction. Don't forget to check our review of Visigoth, a band from Utah, the United States. Also pretty good, also up and coming, and also probably not as recognized as we think they should be.
Right. But we'll be heading into our little teaser. Next episode, we'll be heading back to the Nordics for growling, of all things.
Save ground for growling.
Absolutely. But until next time.
May your sword stay sharp.
And your quest end in glory.